Over 86% of you are not subscribed, so if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell and set it to all, because if you don't, you won't get notified for all of my videos. We're trying to hit 600 subscribers so we can move on to the next Pretty Kill Let's Play. So without further ado, let's try to make this happen. Alright, I've finally gotten everything out of the way, so now I can continue with the Neptunia anime review. In the last episode where we left off, Plutio made her appearance at the end of episode 6. I thought these episodes were good, despite the issues I have with them. Regardless, we're halfway into this anime right now, and let me tell you, these episodes are going to be really good. We are now heading into victory territory. Everyone welcomed Plutio as they celebrated her arrival into Hyperdimension. Neptune reveals that she hates eggplants with R4 and Warachu listening.
Gross, even Isty's shoving eggplant into her mouth.
Wow, Neptune, you just had to throw a sexual innuendo, huh? Istuara gets a call from the smaller version of Istuara, and she thanks her for taking care of Plutio. She then explains that someone or something was able to travel to Neptune's dimension with no problem whatsoever. So she sent Plutio to find out who it or what it was and bring it back to their dimension. After hearing about the situation, Iffy volunteers to investigate, but unfortunately she and Compa would get caught in R4's trap. When Neptune, Nepgear, and Plutio find out about this, they decide to head out and save Iffy and Compa.
These eggplants! That's right. I know your CPU's weakness. Feel free to tremble in fear as you gaze upon my carefully constructed eggplant hell.
Okay, now you can make your jokes. Just when Iffy was getting her mouth stuffed with raw eggplant, Purple Heart, Purple Sister, and Plutio arrive in time. Unfortunately, due to the large amount of eggplant, Purple Heart reverted back to her normal form, causing both her and Plutio to fall. While that's going on, Compa wakes up on the top of a farmhouse and notices that Warachu's there. And that's when the Dirty Rat decided to confess his feelings towards Compa. Purple Heart and Purple Sister were struggling against R4's eggplant army, and an angry Plutio had enough of R4's bullshit and transforms into Iris Heart. Iris Heart makes her sadistic return as she proceeds to beat the ever-living hell out of R4, with Purple Heart and Purple Sister getting rid of all the evil eggplants. Afterwards, R4 decides to transform into a giant eggplant herself, and even then she still got her ass kicked once again. And as Warachu was about to make his move on Compa, Iris Heart appeared in time and made quick work of the rat. Now everyone has returned safe and sound. However, the incident did cause Iffy to have eggplant phobia. Yeah, way to end the episode with a rebirth prediction. Neptune was about to enjoy her pudding, however Pc tries to take it from her, but ends up knocking it out of her hand. The two have a hissy fit and Pc ends up running inside completely upset, which causes everyone to criticize Neptune for not handling the situation maturely. Plutio surprises Pc with her very own plushie.
An island of forbidden desires exclusively for adults. Things happen there. You know what I mean. Things of a certain nature in every shape and form. It's the most alluring theme park where fantasies come true.
A perfect vacation to see some ass and titties. While they were on their way to R18 Island, Whiteheart explains that there's a gun battery located on the island. So they didn't let Uni go with them, yet they let Nepgear. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. Speaking of which, they refused to let Whiteheart and Plutio in because of the flat chests. But Whiteheart ain't having none of that shit and would end up forcing their way in. They run into the underling again, but she reveals that she turned over a new leaf, which is bullshit. They managed to make their way to the beach and
What the goodness? Well, that's bold. But where's their...
hell yeah! That's the kind of view I can appreciate.
Voila! You might as well be naked now. Such naughty girls. Good thing they're censored.
Come on! You know you really are a serious perv, Neptune!
Perving out's what the heart does best. Now hurry up and strip for realsies.
And right when Noir was about to cave in, Blonde exposes the girls using her weapon to create a wind towards them. As it turns out, the mysterious light grasses were only used to make them look butt-ass naked. On top of that, Neptune, Vert, and Plutio had another swimsuit on, except for Neptune. Yeah, some sister you are, Neptune. The green bitch served them with some ice cold tea. However, Neptune got drugged by some naughty pills. Plutio transforms into Iris Heart to spank the ever-living hell out of that ass of underlings, and everyone else was having their own pool party. Ray Rice made her appearance once again. Neptune and company were able to find the gun battery, but it turns out to be a bubble-blowing machine. Ray claims that she's Peachy's mom and she used some dark energy to ensure that. As the CPUs made it home, they find out that Peachy is gone and they have no idea where she is, but we see Ray taking Peachy to Anonidev's apartment. Uni, Ram, and Ram were able to track down Peachy's location, with Neptune, Nepgear, and Plutio continuing their search for Peachy. They spotted a pack of wolves, and without thinking or hesitating, Purple Heart ended up killing them. While that's going on, Uni, Ram, and Ram meet up with Iffy and Compa as they infiltrate the apartment that Peachy was located in.
Hard to say for sure. Anyway, looks like our princess is in another castle.
Wow! First Sonic 06 and now this anime.
Looks like the princess was moved to another location.
Can they please just lay off the goddamn Mario emphasis for a while, please? Thank you. Purple Heart continues to slaughter Otto and Rain and monsters, which triggers Plutio, making her transform into Iris Heart and fight against Purple Heart. After reverting back to her human form, Neptune regretted not treating Peachy right, and just when things between Neptune and Plutio were settled, Purple Sister got a call from Histoire saying that a new country had been formed, so they meet up with the other CPUs to investigate the new nation that's located on RAT Island. And what do you know, Anonidev was behind all of this as he called his new nation Eden.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
I honestly feel so sorry for Noir at this point.
My goodness, those are gigantic.
Vert's in danger of losing her identity right now.
What in the world are you talking about? It isn't the size that matters, it's the shape that counts. Oh no, I sound just like every whining little loser who said those exact same words to me.
I can't say that I sympathize.
Wow, Greenheart, Yellowheart just gave you a run for your money with those massive jigglers. They face off against Yellowheart. Plutio found and confronted Ray, but they got interrupted by Yellowheart as she knocks out Iris Heart. Purple Sister rushed over to check on her, while the remaining four prepared to defeat Yellowheart.
If you jiggle those at me one more time, I will end you.
That's what happens when you mock other women's boobs, Greenheart. They managed to win against Yellowheart, but it turns out that Peachy was Yellowheart this whole time. And not only did Ray and Anonidev brainwashed Peachy, but they also announced that she's the goddess of Eden. Ray also announced that Eden demands the rights to export all of the adult goodies to all the nations, and if they refuse, then it will result in a declaration of war. Alright, this has been so much fun going through these episodes. I can already tell some of y'all watching this already made your jokes in episode 7, and I can't blame you all. This episode was asking for it so badly, and this won't be the last time you'll see this because it made its return in Rebirth 3, but the setting is different as Neptune and Iffy were arguing about eggplants. And oh boy, episode 8 was quite the raunchy treat mixed with some humor. Just seeing Neptune act so pervy around Noir and Blonde was like my favorite moment in this anime. Now, this episode has not 1, not 2, but 3 references. Now, the first one is kind of a bit of a reach here, but the clover hairpins that Neptune wore are the same as Sectionless Clover necklace from Fresh Pretty-Cure. Secondly, the interface from RAT Island says, "All your boobs are belong to us," which was a line referencing the line, "All your base are belong to us" from the game Zero Wing. Lastly, at the near end of the episode, Plutio references the Henshin Go-Go, which was from the Beautiful Joe video game series. I really like that a lot. Oh, and expect to see R18 Island as an event in Rebirth 3. As for episode 9, that's where we head into Hyperdimension victory territory, as Anonidev and Ray Rice announced their new nation Eden, just like in the video game.
If you jiggle those at me one more time, I will end you.
I mean, what more can I say? Episodes 7 and 8 are my all-time favorite episodes in this anime. There's just so much enjoyable, wacky fan service and hilariously sexual innuendos that I just couldn't get enough of. So with all that being said, that about does it for part 4. Now, before I end this video, I want to point out that the other particular references that's in Hyperdimension, Neptunia Victory, when you get to chapter 7, once you open up one of the Nep Station segments, Neptune and Uni will start making references to Pretty, with Neptune saying, "I totally love that Shiny Voluminous girl showed up," which was a reference to Shiny Luminous from Brutara while Pretty Max Heart. And both Neptune and Shiny Luminous are both voiced by Rie Tanaka. And with Uni saying, "Blue Heart is a brand of hope, freshly shipped just for you," which is a reference to Cure Berry's catchphrase, "The blue heart is the emblem of hope, freshly gathered Cure Berry." And by the way, both Uni and Cure Berry are voiced by Eriki Mura. So that's all the Pretty Cure references. I hope you all enjoyed part 4. We're close to finishing this review, so stay tuned for part 5, which is the final part as we wrap up the Victory arc. And let me tell you, there's going to be some references on a certain blue hedgehog. However, before that, it's time I finally get back to the other review, which will be the final part of Happiness Charge Pretty Cure, as well as part 2 of my blind review of Sugar Sugar Room. Until then, this is the Starlight Let's Player signing out. As always, Goki Genyo and have a star-tastic day, everyone.
I knew I would fulfill my dream, yeah. They knew I started from the bottom, now I made it, yeah. The possibilities are endless, yeah, I say, yeah. I got the rules and I got everything I need, yeah. And now I'm chilling with a pretty gentle lady, yeah. She got a kind and gentle personality, yeah. She got them curvy hips and a booty for booty.